Hey guys, it's Pelli. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to What Happened to Them, a series discussing the career of legendary supermodels. And without further ado, let's begin. Brandi Quinones was born January 25, 1977 in New York City. She is of Afro-Latina and Italian descent. Growing up, Brandi lived in a lot of different places. Her mother was a model and a hair and makeup artist. She was raised in Florida and Oklahoma and didn't move back to New York until she was 14 years old. At a very young age, Brandi showed interest in modeling. She loved playing dress up and learned how to do her own hair and makeup. When she was 14 years old, Brandi got discovered by a talent scout and signed to a small modeling agency called Alexa in Tampa, Florida. She traveled to New York City to pursue a modeling career, going on as many as 8 casting calls a day. Because there weren't many supermodels of color or of a mixed background working at the time, Brandi had to deal with a lot of people that weren't used to seeing a girl like her. After a slightly rough start, Brandi got her big break after booking an ad campaign for Donatella Versace. Her career took off, moving to Italy and Paris, working for most of the top designers at the time. She walked the runway for Chanel, Givenchy, Versace, Karl Lagerfeld, Ellen Tracy, and many more. One of her most memorable modeling work was for Chanel. The fall 1994 ad campaign featured Brandi as the face of the brand, certifying her as a Chanel girl and a supermodel. Brandi continued to garner immense success throughout the 90s, being in high demand for both editorial and the runway. She attended the 68th Oscar ceremony in 1996 and made an appearance in the 1997 Sport Illustrated swimsuit TV special. Brandi's career started to slow down after the late 90s, allegedly due to drug addiction. It's also important to note that the fashion industry during this time was also changing with the focus on a more minimal and stark realism look. In the early 2000s, she was reportedly arrested for drug possession. This led her to be absent from the modeling scene. However, this wasn't the end of Brandi's modeling career. In 2009, she made a surprise return to the runway for Givenchy's fall collection and slowly started to make her comeback into the industry. So where's Brandi Quinones now? After making a very successful comeback into the fashion world, Brandi has gone on to work with NARS Cosmetic and Harrods. In 2018, she did an interview with Vogue magazine and attended Karl Lagerfeld's last Chanel show in 2019. As of 2021, Brandi is still an active model and is a very private person. Her rare beauty and career is truly inspiring. Born February 29, 1972 in Rome, Italy, Antonio Sabato is a male model and actor. When he was 12 years old, he moved to the United States with his mother and sister. Antonio grew up in Los Angeles and had a passion for acting and movie making. He got his first big break after being casted in the iconic Janet Jackson music video for Love Will Never Do. Antonio's career took off shortly after that, appearing in movies and TV shows. He joined the cast of ABC General Hospital as bad boy Jagger Cates, becoming a fan favorite on the show. That same year, he landed on the list of People magazine's 50 Most Beautiful People and graced the cover of Playgirl magazine 1 year later in 1993. Antonio saw success with both acting and modeling. In the summer of 1996, Calvin Klein hired him for his brand prestigious underwear campaign. He became an exclusive model for the brand, with billboards of him being featured on Sunset Boulevard and in the middle of Times Square. Antonio ended up being featured on the cover of Vogue, Men Fitness, and Reality magazine. He has made many guest appearances on TV shows such as Ally McBeal and Charm, but he is mostly known and remembered for his soap opera roles. Antonio has built up a pretty impressive acting resume with over 90 credits. He starred his own reality TV show back in 2009 and continues to make guest appearances on shows such as Bones, Hot in Cleveland, and Castle. In 2014, he competed on Dancing with the Stars and was a Chippendale for a short time in 2016. Besides acting and modeling, he is also an accomplished author and a fitness and auto racing enthusiast as well. Antonio is married and has 3 children. So where's Antonio Sabato Jr. now? He is a registered Republican and spoke at the opening night of the Republican National Convention back in 2016. He supported Trump Build the Wall campaign, but does not consider himself socially conservative. In 2017, Antonio ran for Congress in the state of California, but lost the race to Democrat Julia Brownlee. In 2020, Antonio spoke publicly about how he supported Donald Trump ending his acting career and got him blacklisted from Hollywood. Things got so bad that he relocated to Florida and had to work in construction. But Antonio is not going down without a fight. He most recently launched Conflict Studio and is back pursuing his passion. This Argentinian supermodel was born February 17, 1972 and is often considered Latin America's first supermodel. Valeria Mazza grew up never aspiring to become a model, but actually wanted to be a teacher for children with special needs. After being spotted by a famous hairstylist who suggested she should pursue modeling, Valeria relocated to Buenos Aires to pursue a modeling career and made her debut on the runway for Versace in Milan. She also studied occupational therapy while modeling. Valeria became extremely popular in Spanish-speaking regions like South America and Spain. She did fashion shows for Terry Mugler, Kenzo, and Ralph Lauren. She graced the cover of Elle, Cosmopolitan, and Marie Claire. She also did campaigns for Versace, Chanel, and became a guest girl in 1995. In the mid-90s, Valeria became an international sensation after she appeared on the Sport Illustrated swimsuit issue cover with Tyra Banks. The issue catapulted her career and certified her as a supermodel. During the height of her career, Valeria was often compared to fellow supermodel Claudia Schiffer. The media and tabloid pitted the two models against each other, but they never gave in to the drama, with the two supermodels often working alongside each other. Valeria totaled more than 300 international magazine appearances and starred in more than 30 TV commercials. She also hosted Latin America Fashion MTV for 3 seasons and wrote a fashion column for Viva magazine. In 1998, Valeria married businessman Alejandro Gravier. They have 4 children together. The supermodel went on to become a very successful businesswoman with her own beauty, perfume, and fashion line. Valeria also dedicated her time to several great causes. She became an international ambassador for the Special Olympic Foundation and has a partnership with UNICEF. Valeria became a famous personality in her home country, often making guest appearances for TV shows and events. So where is Valeria Mazza now? The Latin supermodel won a Martin Ferrero Fashion Award for her modeling career in 2019. She has a YouTube channel titled Valeria in Vivo and is a dedicated mother. Despite it being over 20 years since her reign on the catwalk, Valeria Mazza is still loved and admired by many fans. Jason Lewis was born June 25, 1971 in Newport Beach, California, and is best known for his role as Smith on HBO's Sex and the City. Jason grew up being very outgoing and active. After high school, he attended college at San Diego State University. Jason actually had no intention in becoming a model, but after seeing the opportunities they would bring him, he traveled to France with the help of a friend from a modeling agency and began his career as a model shortly after college. He was a natural model and garnered immense success, walking for most of the top men's shows in Paris and Milan. He shot campaigns for Guess and Tommy Hilfiger and walked the runway for Hugo Boss and Gucci. Jason also worked with Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, Calvin Klein, and Michael Kors. In the 90s, Jason was one of the top male supermodels. He was friends with fellow male model Alice Lundquist and Mark Vanderloo. The trio was basically the Trinity male supermodel, getting constantly booked for shows together. Although he was successful as a model, Jason was very eager to get into acting. In 1995, he made his acting debut on High Sierra's Search and Rescue. He later appeared on Beverly Hills 90210 before ultimately landing his now iconic role as Jerry Smith Gerald on HBO's Sex and the City in the 2000s. Jason had a lot in common with his character. Both were a male model who were passionate about acting. Thanks to his successful role on Sex and the City, Jason left modeling to pursue his passion for acting. He went on to total more than 50 acting credits, including stage plays. Besides being an actor, he is a passionate philanthropist and has supported many charities over the years. In 2019, he was cast for a recurring role on NBC Midnight Texas. So where is Jason Lewis now? Jason got engaged to his longtime girlfriend Liz Godwin in 2019. He most recently graced the cover of luxury magazine Hillviews and Valley, but has no plans for the runways. Jason Lewis might have left the modeling world, but his days of being a male supermodel will always be remembered and iconic. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more fashion related videos. And remember to keep living that Fash life. I hope you have a great day. Bye!